Hey there! Have you ever wondered if it's possible to retire early? Well, in this video, we're going to explore the golden rule that thousands of people worldwide are using to achieve a young retirement. So, are you ready for some financial wisdom? Today, we'll be discussing the 4% rule, a strategy that shows you how much money you need to save to live off your investments. Of course, there are no foolproof rules because we can't predict the future. However, based on historical data from the last century, we can get an idea of how much money we need to sustain ourselves today. There are different types of investments you can explore, such as real estate or owning a business. However, in this video, we'll focus on a more relaxed investment option, the stock market. We'll show you how much money you need to invest to generate enough profits to live comfortably without touching your initial investment. This concept is called compound interest, and it's pretty amazing. By not touching your invested money, it can keep growing indefinitely. Now, when it comes to early retirement, it all depends on how much money you can save and how little you spend each month. Did you know there's a movement called FIRE? Financial independence, retire early. Many people are following this strategy and retiring at an early age. In the United States, there are numerous blogs, videos, and resources dedicated to this topic, showcasing real examples of people who retired at 30 or even earlier by following these strategies. But you might be wondering, how can I do it too? Well, there are two basic steps you must follow: being thrifty and spending as little as possible. The goal is to save and invest enough money so that the growth of your investments or dividends can cover your monthly expenses. As you can imagine, the less you spend, the more you can save and allocate to your financial freedom fund. By being moderate in your spending and saving as much as possible, you serve two purposes: accumulating more savings and needing a smaller investment fund to reach your desired returns. Now, let's crunch some numbers. If your monthly expenses are $3,000, you'll need a larger investment compared to someone with monthly expenses of $1,800. So the more money you need, the more you'll have to invest. That's why being moderate in your spending and saving as much as possible is crucial. The less you spend, the more you'll be able to save and allocate to your financial freedom fund, enabling you to reach your investment goals sooner. Sounds like a good idea, right? Are you willing to make these sacrifices to achieve your early retirement goals? Before we move on, I just wanted to thank you for watching this video. If you're finding it helpful, remember to subscribe to my channel to support me in creating more content like this. Okay? Let's continue. The last step in following this strategy is to passively invest all the money you've saved in the stock market. Most people who follow this approach choose to invest in index funds, following Warren Buffett's style. Index funds are a simple way to have a diversified investment in the stock market. Instead of selecting individual stocks, you passively own a portion of the entire market. For example, by investing in the Nasdaq Index Fund, you're essentially investing in all the companies listed on the Nasdaq Stock Exchange, such as Google, Facebook, or Apple. The great thing about index funds is that you're not trying to beat the market or become a stock trader. Instead, you're investing passively and benefiting from the average return of all the companies in that index. One popular index fund is the Vanguard 500 Fund, which represents a small portion of the 500 publicly traded companies. The fund collects the dividends from these companies and pays you the sum of all those dividends on a quarterly basis. Now, you might be concerned about whether the 4% rule will work if the market doesn't provide a 4% annual return. Don't worry, over the last 100 years, the stock market has averaged between 8 and 10% per year. So, based on historical data, withdrawing 4% annually should allow your fund to continue growing over a long period without depleting its base. Let's talk numbers now. To follow this strategy, you'll need to save and invest a significant amount of money. Imagine your monthly expenses are $1,200 to retire with an income of $14,400 per year. 4% of your investment, you would need to have $432,000 invested. By saving and investing $26,000 per year, assuming an average annual return of 8%, you'll reach exactly $432,782.67 in 10 years. This amount would sustain you by withdrawing 4% annually, with $40,400 as your total income, saving $26,000 and spending $14,400 each year. Living on such a tight budget isn't easy, though. You'll have to make some drastic lifestyle choices like living in a small apartment, using public transportation, and cooking at home. It requires sacrifices. But if you believe the long-term benefits outweigh the short-term discomfort, it's a path you can choose. However, it's essential to note that not everyone is suited for this strategy. Some people prefer to enjoy vacations and dining out, which is perfectly okay. FIRE might not be the right fit for them, but there are many success stories of people who have followed this exact strategy and retired before the age of 30. Personally, while I appreciate the principles behind this strategy, I like to enjoy experiences, travel, and try new things. So even though my financial freedom number is higher than $432,000, I still save and invest as much as I can. Each person's journey is unique, and it's crucial to find a balance that works for you. If you're interested in learning more about personal finance and discovering fascinating financial statistics, make sure to click on the video that just popped up on your screen. It's an excellent opportunity to gain valuable knowledge for free. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you found it informative. Remember to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and stay tuned for more content like this. Take